Stanford strives to prepare you for a competitive marketplace, as you know, right? But the unfortunate implication of that phrase, if one fails to examine it, is that a competitive personality is necessary to succeed. And this is unfortunate because a competitive personality is the exact opposite of what is actually needed to succeed in most businesses today of any kind. In fact, those with the most competitive attitudes are usually the ones who fail. And this is because most businesses today work in teams. Whether you're a software engineer, a manager, technician, an analyst, biomedical research, anything, success is based on your ability to work effectively with the team. You win when the team wins. This is the strategy of Google, Apple, and most businesses. Cooperation and collaboration win, not competitiveness. So I stay in touch with many of my former students, and my wife, Tracy, works entirely with teams. So I hear the same stories over and over again about overly competitive personalities being pushed off the team and faring poorly on performance reviews. No one wants to work with them. So they end up being reassigned to small solo projects where they can do less harm. So here are the specifics. Those who succeed in today's business environment of any kind have developed three essential qualities: respect for others on the team, valuing what others have to offer, and wanting everyone on the team to succeed. You want them to win. Two, the ability to listen to others, deeply listen, to completely understand and learn from them. Three, the ability to quickly adapt to a rapidly changing situation. And this skill becomes increasingly important, the ability to turn on a dime when the situation isn't what you expected. Conversely, competitive personalities usually fail in today's team-based environment for the same three reasons. Competitive people feel they need to win and others must lose. They want to be seen as the best, so they marginalize the work of the others on the team. And everyone on the team senses this right from the outset, knowing that they won't have a successful team because this person is on their team. Secondly, they tend to be controlling personalities, monopolizing discussions with their ideas and opinions. And when other teammates are presenting their work and opinions, competitive personalities, what are they doing? They're thinking about the rebuttal instead of deeply listening to learn from the others. And also, teams work by consensus, agreement, right? To a competitive personality, agreeing with a teammate, that feels like they're caving in to someone else's opinion. It feels like losing instead of winning. Another aspect of being a terrible listener. And third, to a competitive personality, changing one's mind, that's a sign of weakness. They call it waffling. They think to be strong, one needs to stick to one's position without yielding. And of course, that's an especially fatal flaw in today's rapidly changing technology and marketplace. Unfortunately, though, at Stanford and elsewhere, the competition for top grades at most universities reinforces competitive behavior. Professors are warned against grade inflation. Not everyone is allowed to receive an A. Basically, everyone on the team can't win. Students therefore know, you know, that your fellow students' success, even that of a lab partner, might mean a lower grade for yourself. And this situation breeds competitive attitudes, which unintentionally set students on a path towards failure in today's team-based world. This also misses the fact that in the real world, everybody can win if they've developed the qualities of respect, deep listening, and flexibility. Since these three skills are critical for success today in any field, where are they taught in practice at Stanford to prepare students for the real world? Hopefully in several other of your classes. And as any of my social dance students will tell you, they develop all three of these positive qualities as they are learning dance partnering. So our non-competitive social dance classes here at Stanford, they focus on constructively working with others in a win-win way rather than a win-lose way. So specifically, here are these three positive qualities practiced in our dance classes. The primary focus of truly social dancing, of course, is wanting one's partner to have a good time when they're dancing with you. Social dancers are continually modifying their dancing to maximize the comfort and the pleasure of their dance partners. They respect their teammates, their partners, valuing what they have to offer and wanting them to be happy. We also emphasize respect for others in general, especially for those who actually think or behave differently than we do, or dance in a different style. And our classes have evolved the lead role forward to a dynamic where the lead is more listening than speaking in the dance sense. Deeply listening follows as well. And also, our students learn the skill of quickly adapting to situations that they didn't expect while dancing and making a dance move work out one way or another through collaboration with their partners. And even better, we learn to welcome chance intrusions into what we expect. So through constant practice with non-competitive social dance, including going out dancing, we develop empathy. And that is the essential quality in working with a team. We want to understand people we interact with from their perspective, and we want them to win, not lose. And these three qualities will greatly improve a personal primary relationship. Absolutely. My wife, Tracy, and I, we found this to be true over and over again. So respect, deep listening, and flexibility are extremely important in any relationship, on the dance floor or off. But these are not buzzwords that you can hear once in a lecture today and say, okay, I'll do that. Each of these really must be learned and practiced. And more than that, some of these skills, for some people, require some retraining, especially for anyone who tends to have a controlling personality or who's been raised with an inflexible one-way only approach to problem solving. It's also important to spot competitive tendencies in oneself and diffuse them before they become a problem. So bottom line, whether it's through social dancing or some other discipline, find ways to practice respect, deep listening, and flexibility continually until they become your automatic, instinctive way to respond to people and to situations.